you guys remember this cake video? My friends got a slice of that cake and they liked it so much that they asked me to make their wedding cake. I'd like to call myself a pretty experienced home baker, but I'm not a professional. This is terrifying. They loved the chocolate cake that I made, but for their wedding, they want to do something more special. He owns a cafe. They make some really good matcha. So for their wedding, they want a strawberry matcha cake. Of course, to make sure that they like these flavors together, we're gonna make some tester cupcakes. Make sure that they really enjoy this flavor before we move forward with making the actual cake. Let's do that.
When I look for recipes, the first place I go is always Sugarology's website. Every single one of her recipes is so good. Cakes, brownies, bangers. For this batch, I used her Cakeulator for matcha vanilla cake and strawberry milkshake buttercream. This is gonna give us a beautiful exterior that perfectly matches the wedding colors.
Yum! Egg white, milk, and vanilla.
I actually forgot to cream the butter and oil in before adding liquid ingredients, which may affect the tenderness of the cake, but oh well. Distributed that batter into the muffin liners, baked them up, and they came out great. They feel soft, they feel tender, so I wrapped them up to prevent moisture loss, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.
This is so zoomed in. My sister's asleep, so I have to be really quiet. Sorry, Leah. Strawberry dust. Don't breathe this.
The cupcakes cooled overnight, so it's time to make our strawberry milkshake buttercream and a strawberry compote filling. Chopped strawberries, lemon, sugar, and a cornstarch slurry for the filling.
I'll get more dishes dirty when you can make a cornstarch slurry in the same dish.
Some sweetened condensed milk and the strawberry dust go into the butter for a delicious frosting. We scoop out the interiors of these cupcakes and then fill them with the strawberry compote. Frost it all.
Oh, first bag busted.
And second.
Both of them busted. Well,
Okay.
The buttercream was too thick for my piping bag, so I switched to a more open tip. Thankfully, these cupcakes are just for flavor, not for looks, so everything will be fine. When I finished decorating them, my sister and I took them over to our friend's cafe for the official taste test. I made versions with and without the filling and with and without artificial food coloring, so they said they would taste all of them and then type up their thoughts and send them to me later. That really made me nervous to watch them eat the cupcakes not knowing if they're gonna like it or not. I probably should not have been there while they were trying it. But now we just have to wait and see if they have any adjustments. If they liked the flavor, then we're good. We'll proceed with that for the wedding cake. If they did not like the flavor, we'll reevaluate. I can do another round of tastes and then see what happens. So at this point, I lost the footage of my taste test. I'll sum it up. I thought the flavors were great together, but the cupcakes had dried out more than I expected. The couple sent me their thoughts, and yep, great flavors, dry cake. So I researched a lot and found out that apparently matcha has a tendency to dry out baked goods. So here's the solution we came up with. Strawberry cake, matcha icing. This one simple shift had the potential to change everything. And with less than a week to the wedding, we needed everything we could get. Now, I have the cupcakes here. Don't judge me for the cupcake decorating. They got a little squished. We decided to opt for matcha icing and strawberry cupcake. I'm at their cafe now. I'm gonna go in. I hope they like this. They were out for lunch this time, so I just dropped off the cupcakes with an employee and had to wait for their response. Moment of truth. They loved it. Let's go, dude! Now, with one day to the wedding, we bake. Quite foolish to be baking this with a white shirt. We're gonna defrost the strawberries in the microwave and then reduce this down, put it into the batter. I also have some of this freeze-dried strawberry powder from when I was going to do the other recipe. I think I'll go ahead and add that into this puree, really boost up the strawberry flavor. Now we're gonna simmer this puree till it thickens up. I got the cake stand from the bride, and since this is just their personal cake cutting cake, I want it to be 6-inch diameter, and I don't have 6-inch pans, so I 3D printed a cutter. Perfect size. Listen, y'all, I'm stressed right now. Trying to make this cake. I have 5 sheets of toilet paper, paper towel, kitchen paper, whatever you call it. 5 sheets, rolling it up. I am so nervous for this cake. I know it's gonna be fine, but my heart is pounding so hard, man. Roll up this paper towel. We're gonna use this as like an improvised baking insulation. So this goes around here, around the cake pan. We're gonna wet it. That way the exterior of the cake doesn't get too hot. This is gonna delay the heat transfer to this part of the cake pan, so it'll bake more evenly. So now I'll wet this, wrap it in foil so it doesn't fall off, and we'll fill this with batter. It's wet, it's getting wrapped in foil. It's so ugly.
You can buy reusable cake strips like this, but we got butter and sugar cream together. We got dry ingredients. We have strawberry puree and prepared cake pans, and the oven is preheated. Let's mix it all up. And here's our batter. You can see the fresh strawberry flakes in there. Really like that look. And just a hint of artificial dye never hurt anybody. These go into the oven. Spray the tops. Steam them for good measure. Matcha sludge. Cakes are done and they're beautiful. Very nice, very nice. Looks like a belly button. This is why I strain things. This is why I strain. Look at that, focus. I don't know what it is. Little clumps of matcha powder, little clumps of brown sugar. I need to make this buttercream quick, but this matcha syrup is still very hot. And if I put it into the buttercream, it's gonna melt the butter. So, a makeshift ice bath it is. Those jalapenos are enough for this recipe, just in case you were wondering. I did the old diet in a separate container. Mix that in with the full thing. Sometimes it's a little weird to taste and adjust for seasoning in a baked good, but here, I tasted that I needed some extra powdered sugar and extra salt. Good on salt, a little more sugar. Especially because I know we have a really tangy strawberry compote. I want the frosting to be sweet enough to counterbalance that.
As soon as the cake layers are cool enough to take out of the pans, we wrap them up in plastic wrap to seal in all of the moisture.
Don't look at that. I got mutilated with the skewer. I tried to skewer it before it was done.
Oh.
Some pastry chefs have wire cake levelers. I have a 3D printed one and a knife.
This is so soft.
After the cakes cooled down all the way to room temperature, it was time to trim them to 6-inch rounds.
How's it taste?
Really good.
Really good.
Yeah, really good.
I lost all of my beautiful, beautiful sunlight. So for the sake of the video, I'm gonna frost this cake on the wedding day. But also because the cake layers need to firm up in the freezer. I did not sleep well. I think I'm nervous. About the cake. The cake layers froze overnight. It's to lock the moisture in and let it equilibrate, is what I read online. I just read on a baking forum also that I should have trimmed the tops off the cake before I froze them. So I guess that's our next step. Take the cakes out of the freezer and see if this mangles them. Oh, okay. I got cakey fingers, but that went pretty well. This layer has holes in the middle from being maimed by the skewer before it was done baking, but I think we can fill this with buttercream and we'll be okay. No comments about this. I have our strawberry compote straining so it doesn't go in there too wet. It's already released quite a bit of strawberry juice. Look at that. Whoop. Drip, drip, drip. Now we're gonna fill our piping bag with our buttercream. That should be enough for the crumb coat. It's finally time to assemble. I'm pretty nervous, but we can do it. We can do it. I've decorated so many cakes before. By so many, I've probably made like 10. That's not that many. That made it worse. That made it worse. Okay, all right. We'll clean after. I'm gonna start with this one on the bottom. First off, y'all know this is coming. That is very smooth. Very smooth. I'm gonna pipe a dam right here. This is gonna help keep the compote in place. We're just gonna crumb coat. So this is low stakes, this is low stakes. We have a final coat later of frosting. Ooh, a turntable would be really handy right now. Oh, the cake being frozen is helping the buttercream set quicker. That's really nice, actually. I'm not entirely sure this is the right move, but I think we put this in the fridge for like 10 minutes. Let this buttercream set up a little bit before we fill it with the compote.
Okay. I'm gonna call this good enough for now. And of course, strawberry compote. Strained and ready for a filling. Ready to be a filling. Mm-hmm. That was the right move. That was definitely the right move. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Now we crumb coat this, put the whole thing in the fridge, then after it has chilled completely, we'll come back and smooth the edges. It's been a couple hours. It is firmly chilled. That's actually really fun to play with. Don't spin it too fast or it'll fly right off. Okay. Rotate and squeeze with confidence. Already this is looking a lot better. However, we still need to put it back in the fridge, let it set, and then do this one more time for a nice, smooth surface. Allie and I put the wedding into our calendar wrong. We only have like an hour before we have to be there. I need to finish this cake, dude. Oh! It's okay, it's okay. We're at this point, it's like mostly smooth. I just need to smooth it out once the frosting chills back down. Then we're gonna decorate it with some flowers. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Look. It looks worse than it is. It looks worse than it is. Let me turn this light on. Okay. We can do it. Look. It's fine. Smooth out the top. Okay. Smooth out the top, it's fine. This looks way worse than when I started. It looks way worse. Oh my gosh. The only thing we can do now is put this in the fridge and hope it firms up in order for me to be able to smooth this. I did not like the colors before, so I remixed the frosting. It's a nice sage green now, which may not appear on camera, but it looks really nice in person now. There's your flower selection. The buttercream split. I have no idea what I did wrong. But we leave in 20 minutes and we have to decorate this with flowers. So maybe we just cover it up with flowers. My hope at this point was that the cold buttercream would come to room temperature and it would all smooth itself out somehow. I had no idea what would happen. So we finished wrapping the flowers in plastic wrap so they're not making direct contact with the cake and transported it to the cafe where the wedding was. Allie and I had about 10 minutes to decorate the cake with flowers, and this is how it turned out. It's still splotchy. I couldn't fix it. We are at the wedding with a splotchy, grainy cake, and my only hope was that this butter continued to thaw. For the entire first hour of the wedding, my cortisol levels were through the roof, waiting to see if the bride and groom liked this cake. What's worse is that we were seated right next to the cake table, so I had to stare at the imperfections the entire time. I couldn't enjoy my catered Chipotle. People would walk by and comment about how beautiful the cake was, but I couldn't appreciate that because they didn't matter. Only the bride and groom did. And what did they think? Oh gosh, they liked the look of it. And for the taste, I think they liked it. Now I hope you remember this the next time you obsess over flaws. What you see as ugly and unlikable may be rustic and gorgeous to someone else. So get out of your head, just enjoy the process. And maybe frost your cake the day before the event. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and comment on this video to appease the algorithm. Then, if you want to see the cake that got me 2 million views on Instagram, check out this video.